Hey guys, I'm Mark the Geek. In this video, I am showing some gameplay for Quantum Break on the Xbox One, and at the same time, I just want to share my opinion or my personal review of Quantum Break since I finished already the story yesterday. First of all, what I'm gonna say is that I really did like this game. This is an awesome looking game, very beautiful. I like the concept of the game, you know, the time machine and all that, the time freeze, or I think it's a time fracture effects in this game. Everything looks just awesome. I really dig like the graphics. I also like the cast. It has an incredible cast. Like you see here, this character here, you've seen him in different places. Like for example, in X-Men, Iceman, he was the Iceman, or is the Iceman. I think it's The Departed or something like that, a TV show with Kevin Bacon. And of course, there's other characters that you're gonna see here right away. You're gonna recognize them from other shows that you've seen on TV. So I did like the cast, very awesome, great acting. I also like the game mechanics. I think the game mechanics in this game was very good, very spot on. No problem whatsoever when it comes to the shooting, when it comes to the to using the powers and all that. I think everything is very easy to use. One thing that I don't like is the way he runs. I don't know. It's like he's running and floating in the air. Sometimes you try to run and speed it up, and this is how as fast as you can go, and it doesn't feel fast at all when he's walking. He's really running, but it feels like he's actually walking in real time, which that I did not like. I was a lot of times a little bit annoyed with how slow he runs. So, but other than that, I did like the power mechanics and the game mechanics. Very awesome, well done. The TV shows, I like the fact that this was tied into real life TV shows. That's something that not every game does. I think what was the last game that actually did something like this? I can't really remember, because I've had played games that are basically like movies, like for example Heavy Rain, Beyond Two Souls, Until Dawn. Those games are like movie experience games. You're playing your own story. But games like this that you actually play, and when you make a decision, after each act you get a real life episode, I think it's around 22 minutes to a half an hour. I think it's 22 to 25 minutes episode, real life episodes. Episodes that you would actually be watching, for example, on the Sci-Fi Channel. I can't remember what other game actually did something like this, and for that I have to applaud them. I like it. I think it's a very cool way, to bring something like this to, this gen of consoles. Yeah, there's people that complain that the graphics won't run at higher resolution, but I gotta say, man, this game looks great as it is. As it is at 720, I think it's 720p, which I think some people confirmed that this game was running at a solid 720p. And if that's the case, I don't think I've ever played a 720p game that actually looks better than this game. It looks incredible. They did a great job. But other than that, I did like the TV show. I like the fact that you make choices in the game, and depending on the choices that you make, it changes the episodes, which is good. Another thing to keep in mind is that you can also download the episodes if you're having problem with your internet, because I did have problem with my internet watching, I think it was watching episode 4. The thing kept stopping and loading the video, but you can actually download the episodes to your console, and that way you can watch it whenever you want, or watch it without the need of internet, so it won't be loading. But it is very huge files. I think it's around 75 gigabytes the TV shows alone on its own. That's insane. That's without counting the game. That's really insane.
Was unreal.
But it is,
They were
you know, you
cops.
have that option. You
no
don't
authority to do
have
this.
to also watch
But the
all the
Monarch
episodes.
PR
You can
machine had
skip
done
them
its
too.
job.
So
Here they
that's
were,
another good
the
thing
heroes
there too
protecting
as well.
everybody.
And
But
you were the terrorist.
if I would have to mention the things that I didn't like, I would say that early in the game, this looks pretty cool. Everybody's like, "Where are you going? Stop right there." This part looks pretty damn cool. I like the way they present like new enemies, like right here. They're presenting this style of enemy for the first time, and I like the way they, look at that. That looks damn freaking awesome. But another thing that if I would have to complain to something about the enemies is that they're not as tough as they look. You know, like for example, this big badass enemies. All you have to do for every single one of them is just go behind them and shoot them in the back. That's it. Every single one of them. That's all you gotta do is go behind them, and that's it. And it's not hard at all. It's all you gotta do is use your running. I think it's called running speed, something like that. This effect right here, and just go behind them. This looks badass. I love the way you do the takedowns. That looks so damn awesome. That looks so damn awesome. One thing that I would have to complain, which is not a big deal, is that you get. Look at this. This is the strategy that you actually do with all these big badass enemies. Just go behind them. Freeze them a little bit with time, and that's it. Shoot them in the back. Keep doing that until you kill them. That's all you have to do. But one thing that I said here, like I say, it's not a big huge deal, but the thing is that you get almost every single power very early in the game. Very early in the game, and while you're playing the game, there's no like you do upgrade them, but you don't really feel the difference that much. You use like a chrono lights, some chrono stuff, and you apply the chronos to them. And I don't know, supposedly you do improve them. I didn't notice that much. Some of them you do see the effects of the upgrade. Some of them I just didn't see the effects of the upgrade, and if there was, it was very minimal. So that for me was a little letdown. That the powers, you get them too early in the game, and you don't get to customize the powers. Because if you're one of those that get tired of using the same powers over and over again, well, you might get tired of this game over and over again. Another thing that I didn't like here is that when you're playing a video game, right, and it switches to a cutscene like this right here, right, it switches to this cutscene right there, everything runs very fluid. Like you see there, it went from a little cutscene to you were controlling the character perfectly good, very smooth. But let's say you had to skip the cutscene, right? There's a short cutscene, you want to skip it. There's a loading time. I did not like that, and sometimes the loading time was slow. It happened to me a couple, I think, in the last mission of the game. I did get killed a couple times, and there's a little loading time. There's a little cutscene, and then it transitions to gaming, which is very smooth, very easy. It looks very cool. But if you've seen the cutscene over and over again, you want to skip the cutscene. And every time you skip the cutscene, it goes into a loading screen instead of going directly into the gameplay. You're already loading into the gameplay very smoothly. Why give me a damn loading screen? So I did not like that. I did not like that. The game wasn't that long as well. I think I finished this game in less than 10 hours. Very easy. You do not get like
This is
constantly
so bad.
shot by enemies. You don't get too many enemies per level. You do get spots of
I knew I'd
enemies,
be dead
but
instead
not
of
that
glass
much
bugs in the
enemies.
frozen crash.
And the same enemies
reach
that you
solid
get
ground and
during
definitely
the
shift my
beginning
best
of the
bet.
game is basically the same
Except find a way
enemies you
down.
get until the end of the game. So I did not find the game long at all. For me, it was like 10 hours or less, and which is a positive too, because that means that you can actually replay this game, and try to get some different choices. It's not really a negative, but for me, I found the game short, and I would have loved to have more different stuff
Frozen crash was a mess.
in this game, more variety
Somehow,
when
I
it
had to
comes to
find my way
gameplay
across.
and
Hope for the best.
enemies and using the powers in different other ways besides fighting. That would have been nice. And also the last boss was not special at all. I thought it was gonna be like a special boss, and it wasn't special at all. You do get 2 waves of normal enemies that you've been fighting the whole game, 2 waves, and not that much of enemies, just like 5 enemies in each wave, and that's it. That's all you do, and you're done with the game. I thought that was very easy and
Towards the cargo
underwhelming.
ship.
I actually thought that the last enemy or last mission was going to be a little bit more challenging than that, and it wasn't. It wasn't. And that's it. Other than that, those are my negative and my positive of the game. Did I enjoy this game? Yes, I freaking did. I love this game. I love the TV show. It was not the best TV show, but I like the fact that it was
route down
linked
wasn't exactly
to what I
user-friendly.
was playing. It was what I was playing was actually affecting the show, which is awesome.
Fraction was getting
I
much
liked it.
worse.
I like the concept, and
Timeline's
if you
getting
are
scrambled.
an Xbox
Caught
One
violent loops off sync.
Xbox One owner,
Crashing
you
into
should play this game.
This was
This is a
what
game
game
that
time
should
looked
be in your library
Everything was
and
broken
playing it out.
in chaos.
So other than that, guys, I just wanted to share this video with you guys,
No one would know.
just to let you know that that I did like this game and share my opinions of the things that I did like and the things that I didn't like about this game. I hope you guys enjoyed the gameplay. Like I said, this is Act 4, Part 1, I think it was. And very awesome episode. I really did like this act right here. So thanks for watching the video, guys. Let me know what you guys think about the gameplay and the game so far if you have played it. Till next time, guys.